Welcome back to VP Reacts, and I'm Peter.
Hi, Vicky.
Welcome to another ice hockey game. And on today's episode, we are on Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Vegas Golden Knights and Carolina
Hurricanes.
Carolina Hurricanes. And the last time we did it was Game 4, and today is Game 5. Both games and both of ice hockey episodes have been sponsored and brought to us by Dan. So thank you, Dan, for such an interesting game. Thank you for your support, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And watch with us to the end.
If you're following up right now, I think Carolina were having two wins. And also Hurricanes. And also Vegas were having two wins. So it's 2-2. So on today's game, we don't know who's gonna win, but fingers crossed for Vegas as usual. So stay tuned, share your thoughts, and then let's enjoy it together. So let's go.
I think there is every reason for the Canes to win, huh?
No, today is
They must win. Let's go.
You can't hear them from high above Lenovo Center, but as
I'm just saying, like, today is Hurricanes. No. God forbid.
we get closer to puck drop, you'll understand you're looking at the loudest building in the National Hockey League. It's game.
The loudest. They are in Lenovo today.
I think that's the field, huh? Yeah. So, guys, the stadium inside, or maybe the pitch, is full, and also these are fans outside. So there's a match being streamed outside.
Yeah, you can see the screens.
Game 5 between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes, with the series tied at 2 wins apiece. In the history of the Cup final, in a series knotted at 2 wins apiece, the winner of Game 5 goes on to win the Stanley Cup 74% of the time. The lights come up on Game 5. It's Carter Hart again. He was terrific coming into the Stanley Cup final, but now is the first goalie in Stanley Cup final history to give up 4 goals or more in each of the first 4 games of the series. Like Hart, Brandon Bussy's 27 years old.
Bussy is now for the second time on the post again.
He's much less experienced throughout their respective careers. And in these playoffs, third appearance for Bussy, came in relief in the third period, was a part of the Carolina comeback in Game 3 that earned him the start in Game 4. And he played well, got the win. Third goaltender in NHL history to make his first career playoff start in a Stanley Cup final and pick up the win in the game. First since Hank Bassin for Detroit back in 1961. Wes McCauley and Chris Rooney are the referees. Devin Berg and Matt McPherson are the linesmen. Jordan Stahl out to take the opening face-off against Jack Eichel. Rod Brindamore, the Carolina coach, has tried to get Stahl on against Eichel as often as he can in this series, and he'll have the advantage with the last line change on home ice tonight. Who is 29, bringing Eichel's record in a single postseason for Vegas that Jack set with 26 when they won the Cup in 2023. Howden knocked down on a hit by Walker. Now Stankoven, tough angle shot. He scored the first goal of Game 4. Carolina's been getting off to quick starts. Slavin sidestepped the check. He saw Barbashev coming and managed to avoid it. Jarvis with some speed. Jeremy Lauzon made him stop. Chatfield's drive stopped by Hart. Aggressively up to the top of the blue paint and beyond.
Watch as he comes through. He's got Howden, the leading goal scorer in the playoffs, in his sights, and he goes right through him. Just a perfect hit. Shoulder right through the middle of the body as Howden drops down. Jarvis thinks he's got a step. Lauzon closes him off, and there's the Chatfield 91-mile-an-hour heater.
Puck up in the air and out of the rink.
Penalty,
and it's going straight out of the rink, and it's going to be a penalty against Carolina. 1 for 12 on that power play. The only goal from Tomas Hertl, which was the first goal of Game 3. The first of those 4 in a row in the second period that Carolina matched with 4 of its own in the third period. Meanwhile, Carolina, a great penalty-killing team, 92.3% in the playoffs. Their opponents are just 5 for 65. Here's Eichel out in front. They score! Pavel Dorofeev, the goal, ending his long drought off a beautiful feed from Eichel. A power play goal and a 1-0 Vegas lead.
Look at this crisp passing. Eichel, Hurdle, and Dorofeev. Dorofeev has had nothing to do with this series so far, but this kid leads the Golden Knights in goals this regular season. He's got 10 in the playoffs. Now he's got 11. Look at the play by Eichel. He gets his legs wide. He looks shot and zips it across the crease.
He had no points in the previous 6 games. Here they come again. Barbashev had the puck taken away on a nifty play by Sean Walker. Scooped up and moved along by Stahl. He's across the line with help coming. Stahl for Keandre Miller. Bad pass in his skates. And it's turned back by Brett Howden.
Hall, right when Theodore moves his stick over to deny the pass, that's when Hall's got to shoot it. But he's reading pass. He tries to force it to Miller, and it doesn't even end up with a shot on net.
Here's Eichel again for Stone. 2-on-2 across the line. The drop from Marner. His wrister, rebound, and it was knocked away before Stone could whack it toward the net.
Oh my God, today's tough.
Yeah.
He moved it for Barbashev. Miller broke it up.
Down
low, Barbashev, and a nice stop by Bussy. Rebound taken behind the net by Howden, then he lost it. Stankoven walled off Carlson. McNabb to Theodore. And up for Stone, the 34-year-old captain. Those 7 goals in these playoffs, despite the fact that he missed 5 games in the middle of the playoffs with an injury. He has goals in 4 of the 6 games since he came back. 2 in this series. Down low, they score! And it's Jordan Stahl again! Oh!
I think Stones has really saved my days. The Jazz 11, whenever I see him with a puck, I'm very happy.
The tip in to tie it at 1.
Let's go again.
Sometimes it's just your time. Stahl beats McNabb out of the...
He's just seen like the point where it's scored from afar, and
I
just
think the
directly
guy,
there.
this guy here diverted the game.
Mhm.
The guy who scored really, how can I say, gave it a deflection. See it? The guy shot it, and then the other guy near gave it a deflection.
Sometimes it's just your time. Stahl beats McNabb out of the corner. The shot pass from Ehlers. Heads up
Just
play
pass.
from Ehlers and goes off the pad of Carter Hart. 6 goals in this Stanley Cup final for the captain, Jordan Stahl. This place erupts as the captain has done it again, and we're back to square.
Win the puck, and he did. Help keep it alive for the Canes. Robinson banked it back. Nikishin kept it in. Robinson fired right on net. Gostisbehere hoping for a tip. He had Jankowski at the far post. It's cleared out to Smith and then broken up by Robinson.
More and more on a regular basis. This is something Carolina will have to contend with. Be sharp on.
Good way to try to get Eichel going if you put a little more firepower around him. Dorofeev, the backhand stop by Bussy. That's scaled around the glass and taken off by Coghlan. 5:50 to go in another entertaining period in this Stanley Cup final. Played back in, now it's William Karlsson. Had trouble with the puck at the line. It got played ahead by Chatfield. Here's Stankoven, the handoff. Taylor Hall, and a stop by Carter Hart. Grew up playing with his brothers on outdoor rinks in Thunder Bay, Ontario. Dreaming about being Wayne Gretzky or Mario Lemieux. Now he is starting on the game's biggest stage. Another stop by Bussy on Dowd, then Coghlan fired toward the net. That didn't get a rebound. Was cleared away by the Canes. Coghlan with Robinson, the forward checker. Here's Stahl with help. Stahl out in front, and it did not connect with Ehlers.
That was so much out west. They did
And then there is not even any Vegas like in the
That's lack
defense.
of
With help, Stahl out in front, and it did not connect with Ehlers. McNabb, Theodore spun along. Stankoven got a stick on it. And now Theodore, his defense partner McNabb, got knocked down. And is coming into the corner, and he cross-checks down the man who hit him. That was behind Chris Rooney. He didn't see it. But whoever he hit, and it's out of our view from our vantage point, is still down. It's Taylor Hall. He got cross-checked in the back.
He just pushed
And here's the second one. This is the one that stings as McNabb gets away with one. The puck's nowhere near him.
Both teams defend so well. Here's Hall. Headmans for Stan Colvin. Sends it right on Hart, who scoops it up. Then Lausanne took down Stan Colvin, and he's going to be penalized. Believe the signal from Wes McCauley was a cross-check. It was needless because it was after Hart had possessed the puck and gotten the whistle. Tipped in by Aho and Gostisbehere. A minute 20 on the Carolina power play in a 1-1 game nearly midway through. Gostisbehere, one-timer by Jarvis. And it is smothered by Carter Hart. Shot tipped. Hart held the post. Hall, they center it. Stankoven set up Stahl again at the net front. Packed a punch even in that smaller frame. Hall off for Blake, off his stick to the wall. He ducks under a check from McNabb.
Penalty on McNabb.
Wow, cross-check. Crowd was calling for it. So that comes.
So when the power play ends, let's say I'm the one who was penalized, I'm out. When the minutes just end, I have just to rush into the game.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't. Tell us, does it wait for permission for him to be let in when the game is paused, or just when the minute ends, you get in the game?
Just as the penalty had expired on Lausanne, and now he'll be replaced by McNabb. Just 1 second.
I think he was replaced. You can maybe send a substitute or he can also come back. But in this case, I think he mentioned he has been replaced.
In front of Ehlers, they still have a minute 13 on the power play. Down low, Svechnikov tried to one-time the pass, and even that one wasn't solid contact. Svechnikov again, back to Gostisbehere. Sissons pressures. Svechnikov scores! Andrei Svechnikov! A power play goal! And a 2-1 Carolina lead.
Vegas, you have to win this game.
I think this now a win for the Canes.
Do you think this feels good for Andrei Svechnikov? A playoff struggle, a quick release through the stick of Colton Sissons, and as it goes through the legs of Lausanne, Carter Hart won't pick it up. Svechnikov moments earlier and whiffed on that one-timer. Not here. What I liked about this, he was going to shoot that puck. You could see from the moment he received it. 2 strides into the middle.
Jack Eichel with a lot of skating room. Didn't have anybody coming with him. So he went all the way behind the net and then turned it over. Svechnikov, or rather Ehlers, 27, not 37. Taken back by Sissons. He sends it to Howden. Howden! Stopped by Bussey.
I think Bussey came to save us now as the Canes. From the last game, our goaltenders been doing well.
Carter Hart sends it around. And it gets turned over to Dowd. 37-year-old veteran, 8 years in Washington, came to Vegas at the deadline, hoping to win a cup for the first time. He powered it to the post. Bussey trying to cover the puck. It's still not free. Chris Rooney right on top of it. Here's Marner. Off it goes to Howden. Sends it back for Marner. Tough angle shot. Thrown toward the net by Theodore and blocked by Walker. Cross ice for Stahl. He sends it in. Martinook fast on the forecheck. Won the puck. Missed Svechnikov. Walker down low. And they score!
What? No.
That's 3, and it's 2 minutes remaining to the third.
Vegas, you have to do
Sebastian
something.
Aho, the goal. Beautiful passing by the Canes.
series, it's the Canes who dominate the second period. What a forecheck from Martinook. And as his pass misses Svechnikov, Sean Walker, who's been tremendous in this series. That puck is a one-timer onto the stick of Aho. Look at him take it off his feet. Touched it beautifully, and then straight up.
Oh, so the question that we asked last time, it has been answered here. You see him controlling with his feet.
Yeah. You can but I think you cannot score directly.
Over Carter Hart.
And 17-11. Carolina leads 3-1. Down to a minute 10 of the period. There's a drive from up high by Miller with bodies out in front. Hart stopped it. Not sure he saw it. And Hart's going to hang on with Stankoven right on the doorstep. One of the great players in their franchise history, covering a very impressive 9 seasons now. They had 4 come from behind wins in this postseason in the third period. Sissons and an acrobatic glove save made by Bussey to the delight of this adoring crowd.
Without any poise with the puck, he shot it into the crowd. This time he gave it away quickly, a little half a second with the puck, and this play doesn't happen. It deflects in the air. Look at Sissons, turns his stick over to create more space to hit the puck, and Bussey had to make the stop, the bus with the stop.
They're out there with Howden up front. John Tortorella's changed his lines tonight. Howden down low. And a stop by Bussey.
That's another stop by Bussey.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, he's our savior.
As Howden was alone in the blue paint, and Bussey stopped it.
Barbashev wins this puck, and Howden gets his stick on top of his skate. This goes off his boot, and Bussey has to track this, and the glove is on the right hand, and he makes a terrific stop. Without William Karlsson, they're going to juggle the lines.
Off the draw, kept in by Jeremy Lauzon. Third defense pair out for John Tortorella. Robinson waiting for the puck. Hart hesitated, coming out.
You want to catch the puck from here.
My God, that's so close.
You want to control it. Huh?
Yeah.
Marner did not have a shot on goal. Here's a trip. Eichel is going off for tripping as he took down Ehlers. Started to say Marner didn't have a shot on goal in Game 4, and he's had a quiet night by his standards again tonight. Now Tortorella's team will be shorthanded again.
Eichel gets his stick into the hands of Ehlers. The hook is called, and Carolina will have their third power play of the hockey game. Here's that play earlier. Robinson is in a foot race with Lauzon, and you see Hart's about 15 feet out of the blue paint, but he's frozen, and he's like, oh boy, I better get out here. I think initially he thought that Lauzon had the angle, and then he realizes he doesn't.
Jarvis, 2 shots on goal so far on the power play, halfway through. Jarvis down low. Svechnikov forced back by Theodore. Aho with 2 bodies near the net now. Stalin Svechnikov. Jarvis lets it go and an easy save. A bit of a flutter puck right into the midsection, limiting the shots. They've held Vegas to 14 tonight. The puck gets turned over to Carrier. The former Golden Knight shot that over the head of Hart. Might have been deflected, and it wound up out of the rink.
Oh, there is a former Golden Knight player on the Hurricanes.
Oh.
And the one who was just given this shot here.
Okay.
Yeah, here the commentator. Yeah, there.
Tonight, the puck gets turned over to Carrier. The former Golden Knight shot that over the head of Hart. Might have been deflected, and it wound up out of the rink. Rare face-off lost by Stahl. Jack Eichel won it. Comes behind the net to Ehlers. Out in front! And Stahl stopped at point-blank range. And now you expect the puck to go in every time it's even near him. He's in a race with Eichel.
No, you have to that fast.
Meanwhile, Chatfield at the other end of the ice is down on his knees.
As we'll get a look as, oh man, Stone's turning away. He doesn't even see him. His stick gets right up under the visor of Chatfield.
Officials are conferring.
You have to be in control of your stick.
And a double minor with blood on Chatfield. And the penalty's a killer.
Yeah.
It's inadvertent, but it doesn't matter, as Ray said.
I think what killed your Vegas for today is the power plays.
Yeah. I think Carolina have been getting a lot of power
Yeah,
play
I
today.
mean the fourth one.
Killed off the first penalty. Now under 2 minutes to go on the penalty time for Stone. Sissons went down. He was looking at Chris Rooney, hoping for a penalty, but it's not going to be called. Down to 9 minutes to go. Gostisbehere faked the drop back and takes off with the puck. Aho. It comes back. Ehlers, beautiful pass, and they score!
That's for, I think it's over here.
Another power play goal for Svechnikov.
And Ehlers has 3 assists. Look at this beauty. The vision, the presence to know where Svechnikov is. And Svechnikov presents his stick for the easy pass. And he dunks this behind Carter Hart. This Carolina power play has 6 goals in the last 4 games.
Oh my God. This is so disappointing, guys.
Time was perfect in the third period of a start in game 4. That one's off the side of the net from Coghlan. Some of the fans below us groaned thinking it had gone into the net. Coghlan again hoping for a tip. Stopped by Bussey.
They won every time.
And he has been an improvement over either of the goalies who started this series.
Good news for Carolina. That's Chatfield. He's back on the ice.
He has been a stalwart. Theodore weaving down low. Backhand rebound score. Pavel Dorofeev. It's 4-2 with 6:11 to go. Of all time here, Ray, that Vegas just scored a goal to get closer.
Dorofeev with the quick hands in front of the net. He's got good position inside of Miller, and as Bussey can't control that rebound, Dorofeev's going to dunk it into the net for his second one. And that's the way it's been all series long. You just can't get comfortable. Dorofeev's second makes this a game again.
Theodore's had a big series. That's his 5th assist in 5 games. He's had a point now in the last 3, and in 6 of the last 7 back to the conference final. Down out in front. Anderson at the doorstep. Here we go again. The team down is pressing.
5 minutes. Oh my God.
4 minutes to go. Dorofeev dropped it back. Anderson. Rebound dropped by Bussey. Off the glove. He couldn't squeeze it, but Vegas couldn't whack a rebound back at him. Blocked by Stahl. Theodore keeps it in. 1.5 minutes in regulation. 1:15 on the power play. 4-2 Carolina. That's off the post from Theodore. Hurdle whacking away. And Bussey stopped the rebound. Oh, so close to a 1-goal game. And Bussey magnificent.
Traffic, tougher to see. The hurdle deflections off the post on Theodore's shot. Hurdle is going to get a stick on. No, he doesn't actually. That goes straight through. And Bussey takes the break and then is able to freeze it.
Hanifin didn't move it in deep. Bouncing puck. Sent the length of the ice. 15 seconds to go. The power play is over for Vegas. They're going crazy in Raleigh. Carolina's going to take a 3-2 lead. Back to Vegas. They stop the clock for a moment with a half-second to go. Wes McCall.
I think Bussey for the second game he's featuring at the finals. He's again for me the man of the match.
Yeah.
Bussey really helped us.
Vegas really tried so hard, but they don't have like a very strong goaltender than the Canes. The Canes.
They told him to run it off. Carolina wins 4-2.
So many great stories through a Stanley Cup playoffs. Brandon Bussey, the latest, greatest story. A couple of goals for a slumping Andrei Svechnikov. Carolina has won 2 straight games, and for the first time in this series, they're on their front foot. 1 win away from the Stanley Cup and a 3-2 series.
It's either the Vegas take game 6 and 7, or if they just lose one.
One is gone. And see, the fans are using Bass for Bassy.
Bass,
Yeah, Bass for. I think he packed the pass on the ball.
Series lead.
Bussey, 27 years old, if you're new to the series, was undrafted a long time in the minors before he got a chance this year. Svechnikov had 2 power play goals, and Andre is with Emily.
Andre, this morning you said this was going to be the biggest game of your career. Describe the mentality heading into this one.
Yeah, it is the biggest game was for me. The mentality was great, couldn't sleep for the nap, to be honest. Stanley Cup final, and, thank God we won this game. We're going to roll, and we got one more in us.
You're known as a rink rat. Like, you used to stay on the ice after games. I saw you on the ice here about 3 hours before puck drop. What do those moments mean to you? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think that's how we was raised up, to be honest. Just hard work, and God will see everything.
So 2 goals for you tonight. How much pressure were you putting on yourself as a top guy in this team to produce?
Yeah, quite decent pressure, to be honest, this playoff, but just a new day was today, and thank God we won, and like I said, we got one more in us.
So you build up a pretty big lead here, but at the end, they have a power play. What's going through your mind as you're watching your teammates and Brandon Bussey back there?
Yeah, we're just, to be honest, praying, we need a good defense here and block some shots, and key water block. Great game, and Bussey was a hell of a game tonight.
Describe what it's like watching Bussey come in and play like this.
Yeah, the crowd loves Bussey, right, guys? Love you too, guys. You guys the best.
All right, Andre, 1 win away from the Stanley Cup. You're going off to Vegas. What emotion is going to be the hardest to manage right now?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the same mentality, to be honest, is this morning. Like I said, it's the biggest game, and that's going to happen, biggest game in our life and in my career personally.
So what are you expecting for it?
Yeah, it's going to be, it's going to be hard. That's the hardest trophy to win, and we just kind of got to play our game and, keep the pressure on, and hopefully we're going to keep the momentum.
All right, well, we'll see you Sunday for Game 6. Spasiba.
Thank you so much.
Sunday.
Spasiba.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God, this was so
Till Sunday,
disappointing.
I'm happy.
I had hopes today, but
And you chose Vegas for yourself.
no, it was the first game we got introduced to,
Alright.
and then I felt like, let me just support them till the end. But
Let's see if luck starts.
they still have one chance. If
Not
they
one,
lose
if
this
they
chance,
win one, they'll
at
have
least,
another one.
yeah. If they win one, at least the other
3-3.
game will be 3-3. So
Yeah,
if
it will
they
be now
lose
the real
this one,
final.
the next one,
But
then the last game will have no weight.
They won't play.
Like if they lose,
If the Vegas lose, it's done.
they will play, I think, the last one, but of course they will be like they've already taken because they already won. They are supposed to play like 7 games. So even if they win the next, the 7 they will play, but they will be already the winner.
It's on. I thought if the first 4 consecutive game are won, it ends there.
No. It's like 7 matches. It's like 7 games.
Oh.
I think so. Yeah, it's 7 games. After 7 is when maybe if you've like tied, so then you will continue. But
With
before
7
that,
you can't tie.
yeah, like after 7, in case like you've won like 3. Okay.
It will be all 4. So I think I might be right saying that, let's say for example Vegas had won the first game, game 4, we couldn't have game 5 because you already have the winner. So for example, if the Canes win the next game, it will be the last game.
I don't think so. I think it's just a total of 7 games. You have to play like a total of 7 games and win 4 games out of 7.
Tell us guys on the comment section what happens
Yeah, because
if
that's
Vegas,
how.
for me, if Vegas win the next game, There will be the seven.
I think even the commentator maybe could have told us like this is we are waiting for one game in case Vegas wins, and in case Carolina wins, it's done.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's still like maybe they are supposed to play like 7 games. But if they won the 6th game, the 7th game will like have no weight, but they will still play maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us, guys, but don't forget to give it a like, share your comments, which side are you supporting, and see you on Sunday.
Exactly.
Thank you, Dan, for this. We are out.